Hey guys, hi everyone, hope everybody is doing good and welcome back to my channel. This is, if you don't know me, this is Shrija and this is my best friend Tanvi. I think you've already seen her in like a couple of my videos. So we're back again, but I think this time we're doing something useful. Not like till now we did something useful in fashion and stuff like that. But now we're actually doing something really important. Today we're going to tell you 5 most important tips about applying to your colleges.
Yeah, and like this is especially kind of for universities abroad because that's what we're most familiar with. So especially like US, because that's what we're going through. So I can't speak for any other colleges.
So we're going to tell you about the 5 most important tips that everybody has to remember while applying to the US universities for your undergraduation, for bachelors. So we're going to tell these tips are not from internet, not based on any other videos. It's based on our own experiences that we went through all this year long. It's not very easy. I know this process is like such a huge process.
We're still going through it actually. It's never ending sometimes.
Yeah, to be very honest, we're still in the process. We're not out of it. So we just want to help you all others like us who are applying. It's very stressful. This video is not to stress it out, but just to make sure that everybody knows it. And yeah, that's it. So I think we can get into the video. Yeah. So tip number 1.
So the first thing I would suggest is to make a really good college list. So first thing you should determine is what you're going to major in, or at least what area you're going to major in. You could obviously go undecided, but like at least you should know which area. If you want to go to arts or science or like engineering, business, have a kind of an idea of where you want to go. And based on that, you could choose like colleges, and like obviously there's so many factors, and I think Srija will make another video going into depth on like how to do that. But just the baseline is just choose the colleges that most align with your values and what you want in a college, and make a comprehensive list. I think 10 colleges maximum. 10 to 15. Don't stress. Don't do too many colleges. Worst mistakes ever. It's not worth the stress.
I applied to like 15 colleges and it's
just so stressful. Don't ever do that. Just go like 10 max. I think it saves money, it saves time, it saves stress. So much better. A good college list, and just have that in advance so you don't have to panic about it.
So it's like keeping a good college list is keep good safeties, safe colleges, and then your reach colleges, which means like I can get into them like somewhat, and then the highest is like your target colleges, just either Ivies or like any to your choice. And I wouldn't say like don't go by name, just pick your colleges by the value, because just look, first of all, while keeping your colleges, keep in mind that you have to look into the colleges. Just look at the colleges, its curriculum, it's the courses it offer, and its faculty, infrastructure, all of that, and then just know that, and if you think
you have to connect with the college.
Exactly. You have to connect with the college, and if you think yes, this is a right fit for me, and then only apply to that college. So it's not like you'll have only one college like that. You'll have like many. So put them all together and then keep your college list. And it's very important. Just I strongly we strongly recommend to keep 10 colleges. That's really enough. But just don't go more, because we kept a lot and it's really bad. We're doing it's so much work. Trust us, it's very much. So tip number 2. So the second tip is make sure that you keep the college deadlines and also the if you're applying for financial aid or FAFSA or anything CSS profile, anything, just keep in mind their deadlines also, because every college literally have different deadlines. So the application deadline and the financial aid application deadline is also very important, so definitely keep that in mind. Check the portals very frequently, check the websites very frequently, and just make sure that you know this deadline is there, and like you have to apply. I have to hurry up, and that's what
I would suggest writing, like for every college, write the deadlines on just a document or piece of paper, just whatever, and then feed them into your calendar. So you would get alerts, and whenever you open your phone, I would suggest on like the calendar app on your phone, and then you would just see them visually, so you can see literally that, okay, I have a college deadline this. Also, many of the colleges, if you're just applying, they all have like November 1st, if it's early action, if it's I guess regular, it's like somewhere in January.
Jan 1st.
So if many colleges have the same deadline, make sure you can keep track and make sure you have all of them completed by that deadline. Also, if you're gonna apply for like college scholarships or like their external or internal scholarships, they have a separate deadline, and that deadline is usually before after you get your decision back, if you're doing like regular maybe. So just also, like, even though you didn't get your decision back, I would suggest just applying for those scholarships if it's like your safety or your like reach school.
It's so, like you really have to keep that deadlines because they're really important. So make sure you don't forget them. That's the most important. Actually, my mom told the same tip, but I didn't follow that. That's okay. But
I had like a lot of late all-nighters the night before, because I would see it and I'm like, it's tomorrow. Like don't do that. It's just a lot.
So just don't do that. Even I used to do the same. We used to write like all nights and do our applications and essays, but that's very hectic.
Usually the system crashes the night before, so have it in like a 2 or 3. Give yourself a buffer, at least 24 to 48 hours. I would suggest. If you could go earlier, go. Like there's nothing in
just like if you think, suppose the deadline is November 1st, make sure you apply at the worst case is by November 28th.
October 20.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
October 28th or 29th.
Yeah, October 28th or 29th, because that would be the best. Or else it's not going to be easy.
Sometimes the system crashes. You get like obviously all these internet issues on the last day whenever you need it. So just be prepared.
Just be prepared.
Okay, the tip number 3 is that essays. So a big part of the college application process is essays. As you guys know, every college usually has their own essay. You actually have like a Common App essay, which is like a main essay you send to all your colleges. So for these, basically, give yourself enough time. Do not try to rush them. Give yourself, I guess, like even 4 months. It depends. Honestly, it takes a lot. There's like a lot of different prompts and different stuff. And also make sure if you find similar prompts, group them together and you can write one essay for them. Don't be like, okay, every college needs a different essay. If they have the same prompt, just give them the same essay. They're not going to check. No one's going to know. If it's a good essay, it's worth it, you know? Don't write too many.
I mean, like, I would say, like, you have to put your 100, 100, and if possible beyond that efforts on your essays, because I would say your essays are like soul to your body. Whatever you do, how much profile you keep or whatever, you just have to have that essays that whenever an admissions counselor reads it, he or she has to feel that
they know you personally.
It's like
telling your story.
Exactly. When you write a essay, it has to say who you are. That's what is more important. I mean, actually, the colleges are looking for that. So if you write if you're writing the personal essay, I mean the Common App essay, make sure that you present yourself, your personal life, your family life, everything very very precisely in that essay. And coming to the college essays, when you divide personal essays, Common App essay and the college essays, put more effort on the college essays, because a particular college if the college has the essay questions, they are going to give more weightage to the questions that the college is asking, because that is what they want. Suppose many colleges ask why us, like why Wisconsin, or why MSU, or like anything. Then one good tip I would give you all is search very thoroughly the website. Research. It's like you have to do immense research on the clubs they have, the professors, the faculty, the how many Nobel laureates are there in the college, or how many labs, infrastructure, including its food, its gym, it's everything. Just wonder about the college, think, explore, know, and only then write precisely. And just be very sure that you are telling the people that you are very specific in attending that college, and it's not like you just apply to some college. It has to be they have to know that you know this college, and that is why you're choosing to attend that college.
I feel like the first tip and the third tip relate here, because when you're doing your like college list, you will research all of these. So all the key points you like, just add them in your essay. You don't have to add everything, obviously, because there's only like 500 words. So whatever you like, put that in. Don't put something you think they will like, because at the end of the day, it's why you're attending and not why someone else is attending.
Exactly.
Because if you like the food there, you write about the food.
Yeah.
It's why you're attending the college, and that's what they want at the end of the day.
I wrote about blueberry pancakes in some college.
Yeah, I think I wrote about their rock climbing thing, club. Yeah, that's
cool.
The thing. Like, it's what I wanted, and they got it.
And it's like, and again, another thing, while writing essays, they have word limit. Some college have 100 words, some college have 200 words, some college 300, some college 600. So it depends on the college. So just keep in mind that do not cross the word limit. And also, you have to adjust your writing according to the word limit. And if you have like lesser words, don't definitely you have to compromise on some of the ideas, but do not compromise on the cream part. I mean, what I mean to say is like
the main part. The essence of the essay should not be compromised. But like all the floweriness of it, you have to take some away. Honestly, I think the biggest thing I struggle with instead of writing the essay was editing it down to the word limit, because I feel like I loved everything. Like I put my heart into this essay. Like, what can I delete?
Yeah,
it's inevitable. We all do it.
I think for a college essay, I wrote 1,000 words.
Yeah,
and
I had to brought it down to like 500.
I got it to 200.
I only had to bring it down to 500. So just don't focus on the word limit, but also you have to keep it in mind. Like it sucks, but it's kind of a thing we all do.
So the colleges has tests you in a way that you are brief enough to tell them whatever you want to in the given circumstances and the word limit. So here the word limit basically metaphorically means that you are given in this kind of a situation and you have to say whatever you want to. Yeah. Only in this restrictions.
Yeah, just focus on your main points and I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay, tip number 4, letter of recommendations. Okay, now this is kind of one of the biggest parts. Many people generally in our region, what they do is they write the same letter of recommendations to all of the students, and mostly every student keep the same recommendation, just changing the names and just like that, modifying it. But I would highly say a no to that, because it is very important for the it's like the colleges see the letter of recommendations a lot. They give a lot of priority, and especially they're very important that if there is a case that if there comes a situation that the college likes you but doesn't like you, kind of a situation, doesn't like you enough to admit. In that kind of situation, letter of recommendations are very important. They play a major role in that. So make a solid recommendations. just give teachers who are very close to you. We give math and English, right?
So some tips are, first, pick core subjects that if you're going like for engineering, I would suggest like math or like a science. And if you're going like maybe arts, like do a like arts teacher, or like if you're doing business, like a commerce or economics teacher. Number 2, make sure you not only the teacher likes you, because that's obvious, have personal stories with them, or like connect with them in some sort of way, because for them it's just easier to write a letter of recommendation if they were with you, if they had an incident with you, than like making something up, obviously. And number 3, have like, I call it a brag sheet, but it's a sheet full, go like ham on it, all your like accomplishments and all your honors, awards, anything, your hobbies, your skills. Put everything down, give it to the teacher before, and they will pick from it and they will put it in there, because that's important also.
Yes, so like I would say, like when I showed my letter of recommendation to some, they were like, oh, this is too much. But I would say some regions like ours are not they just don't exactly know, because everybody is habituated of writing a same kind of letter of recommendation with the same format, so that shouldn't happen. In a letter of recommendation, just include all, if not all, just like the highlights, the main highlights of your achievements. And this teacher has to the most important in a letter of recommendation is also let the teacher write about your academic performance. That is very important. Just don't it's not about using good words, vocabulary, but also about using precise points like top 3 in the class, 95% or something like that, that impresses the admission counselor and gets the eye of him or her. And then also it's about, as Tanvi said, about the personal experience.
Make sure they can connect as a teacher, and because they also, you're not just a student to them, they have to make sure you're more than that, and that's why you ask this teacher's recommendation.
Exactly. So you can ask to anybody, but why only this teacher? So what you have to ask to a teacher to whom you have like a lot more connection, personal connection, you know them very close, and they know you very well, so that they can write about your actual personality. The admission people, they want to know about your personality, they want to know about who you are, rather than you can do this, you can do that. Like everybody can actually, but they have to know that your personality has to set to their college, and that's what their ultimate motto is at the end of the day. So make sure your teacher includes your academics, your extracurriculars, your achievements, your highlights like the sparkles, and also your personal experiences with him or her, and finally conclude how you're going to contribute to the college in the best way possible.
And tip number 5, the last tip of them all. And the tip is just don't stress. I know that is such cliche advice, but trust me, nothing,
it's the biggest tip.
Nothing actually prepared me except that tip. Because at the end of the day, don't stress about it. You know what to do. You're gonna do it. It's just you have to make sure that you're calm and collected during this time, and whatever happens for a reason. Sometimes just listen to those elders. Sometimes go out for that movie if you want to. You don't slog around in your room all day for like 4 months, because like after this you're gonna be like, why was I so worried?
Exactly.
Like after now I'm like, bro, why was I so worried?
I actually spent 6 months writing all my essays, doing all my profile essays, catching up deadlines, all of that, applying for the financial aid. It's not easy, it's not at all. And even I didn't even go to school that frequently, so it's like, it's way too much. I have stressed myself to a point that college is my everything.
Well, it isn't.
It isn't, bro. It's
because
not.
When you think back on these years, you're not gonna remember how much you worked hard. Let's be honest. You're gonna remember all those memories you had with your friends, all the times you went out, all the times you made something, you ate, you like read.
Exactly.
That's like
So,
what's
like,
gonna matter. Like once you go to college, like you'll get into college.
But I know that you might think, everybody who applied says the same words. And yes, so we applied.
Because we're saying them for a reason.
We applied and we know that we shouldn't
Yeah.
do that. Like, so I mean, I wouldn't say just as like you might think till now you said that you have to focus a lot, you have to work a lot, and now you're saying don't stress.
Yeah.
Yes, see, like the things are
There's a
very
balance.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there has to be a balance. I think this is the time where I learned balancing my life very much, because till now we're all just like you know, we're playing ha ha ha, but now it's different, and we worked like very much. And it's like, what I would say is, when you're writing your essays or when you're doing a college application process, just concentrate so much, but like do it for 3 hours and take a break.
And also, there's a thing, because it's just not college admissions. You're gonna have to focus on school and other things.
And you have life.
Yeah,
you have actual life.
Yeah, you have to like, you know, do life. You have to work on school. You have to work on this. You have to work on that. You have to get recommendations. You have to get transcripts. La 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 la. There's a lot of it, and like that's just the most important thing is balance. I wouldn't say like completely neglect college because like that's really important, but you can't neglect school also.
Yeah.
But you can't neglect yourself at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So it's just all about finding the perfect balance for you.
Yeah. So, like Tanvi just reminded me, the transcripts, all of that, that's a very, very big process. So I would tell all of the applicants, all the students, to just be prepared that beforehand, just keep your 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th midterm, if you have written, all those mark sheets, transcripts with you.
I think Srija will make a completely separate video explaining everything in details, because
will
like,
make
she can't go into it all right now.
with Tanvi or I'll do it myself. I'll do next video about very detailed about application process and how to apply, what colleges you have to apply, and
this is more like a personal experience.
Yeah, this is just like a personal experience. We have gone through a lot. We're just not saying this with just 1 month, 2 months. No, this is 1 year, whole year.
We had exams in the middle.
We have
exams now again.
We have exams now.
It takes a lot, and it's, at the end of the day, make sure your mental health is in check.
I would say like the biggest tip of all this is just concentrate on whatever, just divide time for yourself, for applications, for school, for yourself.
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do, watch TV, hang out, whatever. And then also, just don't stress a lot about this college application process, and also at the same time keep yourself that you're doing the best. Make sure that so today I wrote this essay and it came perfect. It came out.
Reward yourself for it.
Just tell yourself that, oh, you have done the best job. Only then you're going to, I'll do the essay and next essay tomorrow. You have to get that fulfillment in you. Only then you can work in the best way possible, and only then you'll get good results. So we stressed out so much, and now then we got almost all her colleges, and it's like I think one is left, right?
Yeah, we have like some later in the year.
In the four candidates. And I just got a few colleges, and like mine are also a lot in the March. My
like now,
colleges. And now we're
looking
thinking,
back, why did we do so much?
Why did we stress a lot about the college application? And now we're thinking about, are we getting into the colleges?
This is worse than the college application process.
This is really worse. The wait to know whether the college accepted you or rejected you or deferred you or waitlisted you
or anything
is really worse. But just trust the process. Just give everything its own time, and it's going to happen the best, like for you, definitely. So don't stress out. Don't do any mistakes in the application, and later don't think about it. So while doing the application, just be very careful and concentrated, and the rest will be good. So that's today's video. Hope you like these 5 tips. We are just giving you 5 brief tips. They're not very detailed tips. I'll do another video about very detailed application process, how to build your profile, what to do, and all of that. So this is a very brief and important, like the main highlight key five key tips. Hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it, and it's also very helpful for your application process if you're applying for US universities for your undergrad. So hope you guys like this video. If you like it, give a like, hit a like, leave a comment. Also subscribe to my channel and share this video as many times as possible. So